Hello friends, I welcome you to another episode of Basic Mathematics. In the previous episode we studied about linear equations and how to solve the linear equations. Now we will study about quadratic equations and how to solve it by various methods. So what is a quadratic equation? Any quadratic equation has the highest degree 2, that is y squared, m squared, a squared and so on. We bring all the terms to one side, therefore y squared plus 2y becomes minus 2y and minus 10 becomes plus 10 is equal to 0. When we observe, we find that the highest degree in this equation is 2. Therefore, it is a quadratic equation. Let us take one more example. Y squared plus 1 upon y is equal to 2. If you observe this, you might feel that it is a quadratic equation, but when we simplify it, we find it something else. So, we multiply the entire equation with y. So, y square into y gives us y cube. 1 upon y into y cancels y is equal to 2 into y is 2y. Bringing all the terms on one side, we get y cube plus 2 becomes minus 2y and plus 1 remains the same because we have not changed its side is equal to 0. Here the degree is 3. Therefore, according to the definition of quadratic equation, it is not a quadratic equation. Let us take one more example. X plus 1 upon x is equal to minus 2. If you observe this, you might feel it is not a quadratic equation. So it needs to be simplified. We multiply it entirely by x. X into x gives us x squared. 1 upon x into x cancels x is equal to minus 2 into x gives us minus 2x. Bringing all the terms to one side, we get x squared. Minus 2x becomes plus 2x. Plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, by definition of quadratic equation, we know that it is a quadratic equation since its degree is 2. Now, we shall proceed. Write the equations in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The general form of any quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x and c is a constant. So we shall understand this by some examples. So x minus 1 the whole square is equal to 2x plus 3. We expand the left hand side using the formula x minus y the whole square is equal to x square minus 2xy plus y square. So here we will expand x minus 1 the whole square. We get x square minus 2x plus 1. Bringing plus 2x on the other side, we get minus 2x plus 3. Bringing it to the left hand side, we get minus 3. Now we will simplify the equation. So we get x square minus 2x and minus 2x gives minus 4x plus 1 and minus 3 gives us minus 2 is equal to 0. When we compare it with general equation, we get a is equal to 1, that is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, that is minus 4, and c is a constant, that is equal to minus 2. Let us take one more example to understand it clearly. 3m square is equal to 2m square minus 9. Bringing all the terms to one side, we get 3m square plus 2m square becomes minus 2m square and minus 9 becomes plus 9 is equal to 0. simplify this further. 3m square minus 2m square gives m square plus 9 is equal to 0. When we compare this with the general equation, the coefficient of m square is 1, therefore a is equal to 1. There is no term containing m, therefore b is equal to 0, and the constant c is equal to 9. We have to find whether the values given against each quadratic equation are the solutions or the roots of the given equation. So here the given equation is 2m square minus 5m is equal to 0. So we will substitute m is equal to 2. We will put m is equal to 2 in the given equation. So we will get 2 into m square, that is 2 into 2 into 2 minus 5 into 2. We know 2 into 2 into 2 is equal to 8, minus 5 into 2 is minus 10, and 8 minus 10 is equal to minus 2. But we want the answer 0 because right hand side is 0. Minus 2 is not equal to 0, therefore 2 is not the root or the solution of the given equation. Now we will take the other term, 5 upon 2. So we will put m is equal to 5 upon 2. So 2 into 5 upon 2 into 5 upon 2, that is m square, minus 5m, so minus 5 into 5 upon 2. So here 1 2 from the numerator and 1 2 from the denominator gets cancelled, giving us 25 upon 2 and minus 25 upon 2. We know that they are opposite numbers, and therefore when we add opposite numbers we get the answer as 0. Therefore left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence we can say that m is equal to 5 upon 2 is the root of the given equation. We will find out the value of k, and the value of x is given to us. So x is equal to 3. We will put x is equal to 3 in the given equation. So we will write k into 3 square minus 10 into 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. 3 square is 9, so 9k minus 10 into 3 is 30 plus 3 is equal to 0. 9k minus 27 is equal to 0. 9k is equal to 27, or k is equal to 27 upon 9, or the value of k is equal to 3. We can solve the quadratic equations by various methods. Factorization method, where we factorize the given equation. Completing the square method, where we complete the given equation in the form of a complete square and by using the formula. In this episode we are going to study the factorization method completely. So let us see what is meant by factorization method and how to factorize the given equation. So x square minus 5x plus 54 is equal to 0 is the given equation. We need the factors such that when we multiply we should get 54, and when we add we should get minus 15. We know that minus 9 into minus 6 is equal to plus 54, and minus 9 and minus 6 is equal to minus 15. So here we split the middle term, that is minus 15x, as minus 9x and minus 6x. The first and the last term are the same. So we get x square minus 9x minus 6x plus 54 is equal to 0. We have split up minus 15x as minus 9x and minus 6x. We take the first two numbers in a bracket where we find x is common and the remaining term is x minus 9. In the second bracket, minus 6 is common and x minus 9 remains in the second bracket. When we observe clearly, we find that x minus 9 is common in both the brackets and the remaining terms are x minus 6 is equal to 0. We have found the factors of the given equation. When we multiply any two terms to give 0, means either of the two term is equal to 0. That is, x minus 9 is equal to 0 or x minus 6 is equal to 0. When x minus 9 is 0, then x is equal to 9. When x minus 6 is 0, then x is equal to 6. Therefore, 9 and 6 are the roots of the given equation. Let us take one more example. So here the product of the terms should be 5 root 2 into root 2, that is 5 into 2, that is 10, and the sum of the numbers must be 7. So we know that 5 2s are 10. So we have split up 7a as 5a and 2a, and we know 5 plus 2 gives us 7. So we have split up the middle term. Now we take the first bracket. So we know that 2a is equal to root 2 into root 2. So root 2a square is the same. 2a is equal to root 2 into root 2a plus 5a plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Here root 2a is common, leaving a plus root 2 in the bracket, and in the second set of terms 5 is common, leaving a plus root 2 in the bracket is equal to 0. A plus root 2 is common, so we take it out in a bracket, leaving the other two terms root 2a plus 5. So we know that either a plus root 2 is 0 or root 2a plus 5 is equal to 0. We have found the factors of the given equation. So when a plus root 2 is 0, then a is equal to minus root 2. When root 2a plus 5 is equal to 0, then root 2a is equal to minus 5 and a is equal to minus 5 upon root 2. Therefore, minus root 2 and minus 5 upon root 2 are the roots of the given equation. Let us take one more example. 5m square is equal to 22m plus 15. We bring all the terms to one side. So we get 5m square minus 22m minus 15. So here the product should be 5 into minus 15, that is minus 75. And the sum of the two terms must be minus 22. So we know that minus 25 into 3 is minus 75 and minus 25 plus 3 is equal to minus 22. We are splitting the middle term. So taking the first two terms, we find that 5m is common, leaving m minus 5 in the second bracket, and in the second set of terms 3 is common, leaving m minus 5 in the second bracket is equal to 0. So when we observe, m minus 5 is common and 5m plus 3 is taken in the second bracket. So we have factorized the given equation. So m minus 5 is equal to 0 or 5m plus 3 is equal to 0. When m minus 5 is equal to 0, then m is equal to 5. When 5m plus 3 is equal to 0, then 5m is equal to minus 3 or m is equal to minus 3 upon 5. Therefore, 5 and minus 3 upon 5 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. We shall take one more example. 2x square minus 2x plus half is equal to 0. We simplify this equation by multiplying the entire equation by 2. So 2 into x square gives us 4x square, minus 2x into 2 gives us minus 4x, half into 2 gives us 1. Therefore, we want the factors such that the product of the terms is 4 and the sum of the terms is minus 4. We know minus 2 into minus 2 gives us plus 4. And when we add minus 2 and minus 2, we get minus 4. So we take them in two different brackets. So we find that 2x is common in the first bracket, leaving behind 2x minus 1. In the second bracket, nothing is common. So we take minus 1 because in the second bracket we want 2x minus 1. So we take minus 1 outside the bracket, therefore we get 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. We find that 2x minus 1, the same factors, is equal to 0. That means it is a perfect square. So we can say 2x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 2x is equal to 1. If x is equal to half. Therefore, half is the root of the given quadratic equation. m square is equal to 9. So we divide both the sides by 25, which gives us m square is equal to 9 upon 25. We know both the sides are perfect squares and we have to find the value of m. So we find out the square root on both the sides. Therefore, m is equal to plus or minus 3 upon 5. That is, m is equal to 3 upon 5 or minus 3 upon 5. Therefore, 3 upon 5 and minus 3 upon 5 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. We shall take a similar example. M square minus 11 is equal to 0. Bringing 11 to the other side, we get m square is equal to 11. Finding out the square roots, we get m is equal to plus or minus root 11. That is, root 11 and minus root 11 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. So we have understood quadratic equations, how to factorize them, and in this next episode we shall study how to find out the solutions by completing the square and by the formula method. If you have any doubt or any query, you can write in the comments section. Please like, share and subscribe so that you can watch the subsequent videos without missing out any of them. Bye. Take care. See you.